Welcome to another edition of Event Literacy. And today is a beautiful day. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And today on this episode, I have an amazing guest with me. She's a friend, she's a serial entrepreneur, she's a makeup artist. She's one of the finest that you have in Houston. Hi, Chini.
Hi, Mahmoud.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm excited, to have you here. This is the first time I'm bringing you in any of the podcast series, and I'm glad that you're able to be part of this episode. How are you feeling today?
I feel good. Just a little bit stressed, but I feel good. I'm okay.
What stresses a beautiful lady like you?
I think I'm just hungry. Like I haven't eaten all day.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to get you something to eat?
No, thank you.
Well, do you? I mean, just tell me if there's anything you want. I can provide it.
Well, nothing for now. I'm good.
So, what do you have appetite for later on? Maybe I could order something and drop it in front of your house.
I think China right now. All I can think about is actually Steak 48. That's all I can think
What do
about.
you like about Steak 48? We're just giving
Steak
you.
48 is the food was amazing the last time I was there, and I can't stop dreaming about the food and everything I had when I was there. So I am craving some steak 48 right now.
Okay, then what are you doing later on after you want to go out to Stick 48?
I don't know. I might just pop in, and pull up there and just get some food. I don't know yet. Let's see how it goes.
Honestly, guys, I did not tell Chini exactly what we're going to be talking about. I just wanted her to spill her teas and also give some professional insights in towards event planning. And I know she's done a lot of wedding and other special occasion makeup. So tell us about that industry. What is that industry like for you in Houston?
I want to say first off, um, Houston has been a great place to actually start. And when I moved here in 2021, you know, because you know, I I don't. When I moved here in 2021, it was quite easy to get into the market. Not very easy, but it was easy. Like when your work is good, people would tell, other people, they would tell their friends and family about what you do, and they will come. So I would say Houston is a place where, if one person likes what you do, they're definitely going to bring, like, the other people to come patronize you. So being a makeup artist in Houston has been great. And I've met like a lot of amazing people, like, amazing people. So yeah, I'm glad to be here.
So you would say for anybody who's listening, who's trying to get into the makeup business for events, and your major leads comes from your good work, you'd say.
Yes, good work. I feel like, so this is for, like upcoming makeup artists, already makeup artists. Your work speaks for you. That's one thing I know. Your work speaks for you. And for me, I don't want to be the type everyone uses. I want to be the type that you need, not like when you are stranded, I am your backup plan. No, I want to be the first person you think about when you think about makeup. That's what I want to be, and that's what I am. When you think about makeup, you think makeup by Chini. I am not a substitute. So that's how you should think. Being a makeup artist, if you want to strive in this business and be good, let your work speak for you, and put a price on it.
Exciting. That's good. That's very profound, you say. But that would lead me to one of the questions that I've always wanted to ask other people that I know in that industry: leads. So I know there's hierarchy. There's a lot going on. Let's say, for instance, wedding, and I know you work with a lot of bride. At what point do this bride approach you that you'll be the makeup artist for their wedding day?
So I like I do a lot of work-ins, and I get a lot of bookings, and most of these clients are people actually planning their wedding, but most times they don't want to tell you about it. And because most of my brides, like they've come to me, I've done their makeup, and then few like a year, and they're just booking for their wedding. I'm like, oh, so you actually came to me because you're planning your wedding. So most times I get clients like that. So when they're wedding, sometimes I don't even know that they're booking me, because their planner would just contact me and then they book. So it's when I get to meet them, say for like their pre-wedding or the wedding day, I'm like, oh, I know you. So that's how it is. So a lot of people come, they book, they just come. That's why I keep telling people there is no small clients. There is no small clients. If the person can book you, render your service in a good way, because you really don't know. So when you book me, I render my service, and I always get, like, most of them that are getting married, they always come back and book. So I would say, I will also, it's still the same thing. Your work just speaks for you.
Interesting. So, at what point do you? Um, so you just said you get to know the bride on the day of, or you have like a like a what you call a makeup consultation before the wedding
So
day.
I usually don't do consultation because they don't ask for it, maybe because it's not free. But because a lot of people refer me, and when they talk about using me, they just feel safe. They're like, okay, we're using her, and that's it. So the point where they book me is when they're just convinced that, oh, they want to go with me, and then that's it, they book. And they usually, only a few will book by themselves. A lot of them, most of them book through their wedding planners.
Mm. So, but the normal, and for is it preferable for brides to do consultation before the wedding day?
For me, after being a makeup artist for 11 years, I would say that I need no consultation, because I come prepared, and whatever skin tone you are, whatever primer that suits you, it kind of like, I know my way around it, and I can work literally with anything. So, and any skin, anybody, any color. So I would say that some people just like to do consultation, that's fine. But with me, you should just book and go to sleep. I got you.
Interesting. So, another question that I would want to ask you. So, if you were getting married, who would be a first vendor that you would contact to say, I'm getting married? What would, on your list? I can give you an example. Venue, um, photographer, videographer, your dressmaker. Who do you, your caterer? What would you put more emphasis on your own wedding day?
So, to be honest, to be very, very honest, right? I don't think about none of that. Do you know the only thing that I think about? It's how I look, what I wear, what my husband wears, and the after party, how fun the wedding is gonna be. When it comes to working with people to actually help me achieve these goals, I haven't really thought about it, because I know nothing, about those things. But I have an idea of how I want my wedding to be like, and I know that when I'm ready, it's just to like pick the best people that qualify for the job, or will give me, exactly what I want. Because I am not I am not looking for a social media wedding. I am looking for a real life fun. I want everybody to be lit. Like for my wedding, I want everybody to be lit. But when it comes to like things that I will focus on when I'm planning my wedding, I'll focus on how I look, how my husband look, and then I feel like that's the primary thing to focus on. And then the secondary thing to focus on is my guest, and how I want to, how I want to entertain them. And then the third thing I'll focus on is the decor and how I want it to be. So, which I really don't have nothing on my head right now because I am not planning a wedding yet.
So you get to the point you're about to get married, and you already know. Okay, I said yes. Wedding, you know, the first thing you come, you said your guest list, the guest or your dress.
First thing,
Who are you? Who's coming to my wedding? Or do you do so for wedding events? It's a big event, definitely, right? And you're probably gonna know whether you're gonna invite is what kind of wedding to even start with. Do you like destination weddings, or you like um your inner
I,
city weddings?
I love a very, I love a very intimate wedding. I don't know if for I don't know. I feel like my traditional wedding would be like maybe a lot of people, but my white wedding would be like very intimate, and I would love like a destinational wedding, just so like to give me what I envision in my head for my white wedding. Yeah, it has to be like a destinational wedding. It has to be like dreamy.
Okay, thank you, Chidi,
It has to be dreamy.
for sharing your views on event planning literacy.
You're
So the
welcome.
reason why I started this, it was just like there was a lot of things that I wasn't aware of until I started working with different event vendors, and I realized that a lot of people are not aware of the work that these people do to make their
Vision
dream,
comes
their
true,
vision
comes to
come
life
to life.
rather.
So I want people to, before you even get proposed to, you should have an idea of your wedding day. You should have a
I think I
vision.
do. I do. I have a vision of how my wedding should look. And it's just a very, it's a very like in my head, my wedding is it's I don't know how to say, but it's just like a very dreamy event and filled with fun and laughter and yeah, and a lot, you know. I have it in my head, but I'm new in Houston and I really don't know like vendors like that. So
Of course, you do know vendors,
I
Chini.
do know vendors, but I don't know. I won't. If I'm getting married today, like I don't know who to pick
Call me
because
first. Call me your photographer. Call me. If there's anybody you're gonna call first, hey Mahmoud, I'm getting married. Well,
the first thing I would think about, like, okay, I'm getting married. I feel like the first thing to think about is location, and then okay, what am I wearing? In fact, no, I think the first thing to think about is what am I wearing? Can they meet up with my timeline? Things like that, and then the second thing will be like, okay, I need to go secure the venue. But then securing the venue, you need to speak to a planner so your planner can understand your dream of how you want. Because I feel like every venue has like different, um, brings, different dreams to life. So I feel like when I get proposed to, the first person I'll talk to is a wedding planner, my wedding planner. So she can, like help me navigate through, like what we're doing first and what we're not doing. Oh, and what we're doing later. So I think a wedding planner is
so
ideal.
for Chini, wedding planner, you win. You're first on her list. First, she said her dressmaker. Now she goes back and say, "Is a wedding planner." But however, thank you, Chini, for coming. I do not want to take too much of your time. It was
You're
very refreshing
welcome.
having this conversation with you, and our beautiful audience watching. I want to say, don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. Tell us who you're going to call first when you're planning an event, whatever event. Is it your planner? Is it your dressmaker? Is it your caterer? Let us know, or the photographer. Let us know on the comment below. Until then, bye for now.